was the best decision I could have made for myself. And quite frankly, if my family wasn't my family, they surely would not be my friends. I learned really quickly that family will smile in your face, but talk about you like a dirty dog behind your back. On Braxton Family Values, Tony Braxton says something so profound.
Although I love my family, most of the time I don't like my family. Everyone in my family.
Take a breath.
Everybody. I feel like I'm angry at everybody in my family. I don't like my family. If they weren't my family, they wouldn't be my friends.
And when I heard that, I took that with me everywhere I go. And I keep reminding myself that no matter how much my family begs and pleads to get back in my good graces, I would never accept that. And they would never be my friends. I would never do business with them. I would never trust them around my children. I would never invite them to places. I would never. What's so common in Black households is that if a child expresses themselves, expresses what they don't like, what's making them uncomfortable, or what you have said to them that has hurt their feelings, they call it disrespect. Not only is it disrespect, you're being no manners, you don't talk back to adults, when simply you're saying that, hey, when you yelled at me, it made me feel sad. Oh, hush up, you're being so sensitive. You know, stay in a child's place, which is their favorite thing to say. And that's not right. Doing that teaches a child to not be able to defend themselves. Your family is supposed to be your backbone, because when you go out in the world and the people in it will beat you down. So your family is supposed to build you up so that when you go out here, you'll be prepared for that. And I just feel like my family was not that for me. So here is how I canceled my family. It's very simple. The first thing I did was I removed them from social media. I blocked everybody. I found all my family on social media and I blocked them. I don't want you to see anything that's going on in my life. My life should be a mystery to you. I love controlling the narrative. Any information that anyone knows about me is because I put it out there for you to know. No one will ever know if she's
in a relationship, she married, does she have kids, where does she live, what does she do? How does she afford to do all these things?
You will never know. Another reason why I canceled my family is because I can't take the fake concern.
Oh, I'm just calling to see what's going on. How are you? I heard you moved.
And it's just like, you're not calling because you're interested in my life. You're calling to be nosy. You're calling to confirm some gossip. The only information you'll ever know about me is I want you to know. My family also has this mentality of the crab in the barrel. And that's, you know, pretty fucked up. Because basically it's saying that, hey, I want you to do good. Kinda. But you can't do better than me. Like I said, that fake concern, just wanting to get dibs in the inside scoop on your life, just to make sure that you're not doing better than them. And family loves to gossip, but they never gossip about, oh wow, she started a business, she's building an empire, she's doing great in school, she has all these amazing accomplishments. They don't gossip about that, because why? That's boring. Another reason why I cancel my family is because they are the biggest hypocrites you will ever meet. A lot of them claim that they are Christians, they go to church, hoop and holler, fall out, but a lot of them don't practice what they preach. My family has absolutely no idea what boundaries are. If you ask them what boundaries are, they probably couldn't even tell you. And not only is that dangerous, but they don't respect boundaries. If you keep going through that in your lifetime, those behaviors will show up in your relationships and in your friendships, and you'll think it's completely normal. And then you'll grow up to be a people pleaser. You won't stand up for yourself, you won't defend yourself, and you'll literally allow people to walk all over you and do anything they want. As a child, I always wondered why that one aunt, uncle, or cousin never came around and stayed as far away from the family as they could and was considered the black sheep. And now that I'm older, it's all making so much sense. Another thing that I refuse to deal with is toxic family dynamic, where the women in the family will baby the boys, but give tough love and raise their daughters. We all have that uncle where he still lives at home with grandma, can't keep a job, always in and out of jail. And I realized that they were a lot harder on the women. They held women in the family, even the young girls like me, to the highest standards, sometimes even unattainable, that they couldn't even hold themselves on. My family would band together and scramble and scrape any money that they had to go bail my uncles out of jail. But when it's time to get together to help send me off to college or give me a nice graduation gift, everybody's like, we ain't got nothing. Once I canceled my family, I started doing inner child work. It was so overwhelming to have to go back and talk to that inner child that experienced those things and have a conversation with her, because your inner child always stays with you. And I've been in therapy for maybe 2 years and counting. And it's the best decision I've ever made. And at one point, my family was like, oh, you just need to go to church. You need to go to church. You need to pray to God. But I'm not even gonna get on that subject. And that work allowed me to get justice for my inner child and stand up for my inner child. And anytime that for whatever reason I'm in the presence of my family, normally because of a funeral, I feel my inner child literally right here beside me, and I'm ready to go to war. I also cut off communication as far as calling me, texting me, any events that's going on like birthdays or celebrations. I'm normally not in attendance, and my family, for whatever reason, get offended and want to know, oh, why she isn't coming. I also avoid situations that I know will trigger me and being around people that will trigger me. You know, like around holidays where they have those funny Thanksgiving memes, like when you're at the dinner table and your aunt is like, hey, so when you're gonna, get a job? And then you say, hey, when you gonna stop cheating on your husband? When you gonna tell your husband that that's not his son? I'm the type of person that would say things like that. When you bet on yourself, you will never lose. And when you choose yourself, you will never lose. Since canceling my family, I felt like a huge weight, a burden, a responsibility has been lifted off of my shoulders. I also feel more liberated because I'm at a point in my life where it's like, I really don't care. Drop in the comments, let me know your experience and what has been bothering you. If you're still dealing with your toxic family and you're needing to get away from them, or you're now at that point where you did cut them off and now you're feeling lonely, whatever it is, let's talk about it. Let's chat it up in the comments, and I'm gonna see you guys in my next video. Bye.